Like anything in the whole wide world. What do you want to do?
I wanna dance in a ballerina.
So like plays?
I wanna be in a place where I can do ballerina and dance.
I love that. I think that's going to be beautiful. Anything in the whole wide world. What do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be? Don't tell him stuff. What do you want to be?
I don't know.
Anything. Do you want to be a firefighter? You want to be a scientist? You want to be a fisherman?
No, I wanna be a police.
You want to be a police?
Yeah.
That's going to be so exciting to chase all the bad guys. What else do they do?
They take them to jail.
They do.
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
An air soldier.
Okay, so tell me, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A babysitter.
A babysitter forever?
Not forever.
Okay, well, what do you want to do after that then? Like you'll babysit when you're like what? 19, 18? Okay, and then what?
Then I'm gonna work at a hotel like you.
Oh, you want to work at a hotel?
Yeah.
What, like checking people in or cleaning rooms?
Cleaning room.
Okay. There's nothing you want to go to
And
college for?
And checking people in.
Okay. Okay. I like it.
Substance abuse is a family disease.
My take on substance abuse. I grew up in a family that was very into drugs and alcohol, and both sides, and that was my normal.
Well, as an adult now, as a mother now, we understand that substance abuse is a family disease.
Right.
Do you feel like you understood that as a child at any point?
It's almost like I wasn't. No one gave me that option. The option wasn't available. The normal is all I knew, and I could see nothing else. I didn't have doctors living across the street. I had school. So if the schools didn't show me that, how would I know?
Exactly. So, good thing is, under the new Educational Teach Act, that's the goal. That's what we're striving for, is to implement it in school.
Right.
Because the fact of the matter is, our kids, our youth, the future of what we have as a country, spend the majority of their lives in school. And the things you learn in school, the things you're exposed to in school become the normal.
Exactly.
But we both know that sometimes what you're exposed to isn't the best in school.
Especially right in high school. You get reintroduced to drugs and alcohol being a normal if you allow it to be, without the choice to make a difference, to be different than what you see with your family and what you see with your friends.
Exactly.
Lack of education in the area.
Exactly. So we just need to increase that education.
Right.
Increase the knowledge, because knowledge is power.
Exactly.
If you make it acceptable and you put it within reach,
Right.
and just let the kids know they have options.
Exactly.
Big problem in today's society is so many don't know they have options. So we just want to educate them. We just want to give them their options. We want to give them everything on the table, because your kids are going to find out about the dark and gritty,
Right.
regardless of whether or not you show them or they go and they learn about it in between 5th and 6th period. At least let them get the full spectrum
And let them have a choice.
and let them have a choice.
If they see it, they're gonna think they might not think they have a choice, but to teach that they have a choice, that's the power.
In one sense, I agree with you. In one sense, I think what we forget, and as parents, is our kids always have a choice. They just don't always have the knowledge to make the right choice.
Yeah.
So our goal under the new Teach Act is to tell the truth about addiction and recovery, and to implement a required drug course by the 9th and 10th grade levels.
They're the most fragile. When you're coming into adulthood, they are the most fragile. You're the most vulnerable. And if all you see is the dark and no light, you're more susceptible to go dark.
You just want to catch them early.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. I'm 52 years old, and I've been sober for 11 years, going on 12. I'm here to tell you the truth as I see it about drugs and alcohol. I'll start off by saying that I was in grade school when I started doing drugs and alcohol, and by the time I was in high school, I was actually a full-fledged alcoholic and junkie. It'd be a lie to tell you that I did not have some fantastic times. In the beginning, drugs and alcohol made me feel like I belonged. I was a little awkward, I was a little chubby, I was insecure, and I was a teenager, and I thought I knew everything and I knew nothing. And it was tough. It was tough to be around everybody. And when I found drugs and alcohol, I had all of a sudden, I belonged. I belonged with everybody because we were all partying and we were all having fun. And because of that feeling and that confidence that drugs and alcohol gave me, I continued for over 28 years using one drug or another. Alcohol was a mainstay for me, and I jumped from heroin to crack to crystal meth, or all of the above. Whatever I could get and whatever I could do, however I could be out of it, is how I tried to live my life. And I did this from a very young age until a very old age. When I was a teenager, I knew that I was doing wrong, but it really was never discussed. In school, I dealt drugs. I got busted, and what happened was I got expelled, and I went to another school, and I dealt drugs there. The teachers, we were always high and, being crazy in class, and the teachers, they really didn't say anything to us about drugs and alcohol. It was never discussed. Drugs and alcohol and drug addiction, when I was young, it wasn't a thing. It isn't a thing like it is now. It was happening, and there was obviously a lot of us, but it just was never discussed. I can't honestly tell you, hey, if I'd had a drug class and been taught about it, that it would have made a difference, but at least I would have had a choice. At least I would have known that when I do crystal meth, I'm putting poison, nothing but pure poison in my body. If I'd known all the garbage, all the violence, all the death, all the pain that comes with heroin addiction, I would have had a choice. So yeah, as a teenager, I had a choice, but I didn't have any information. I can't blame anybody for not having this because it was the times. But I think that not having any kind of drug education, not having it be even a required class is ridiculous, because we want our teenagers to know all this stuff. But addiction, opioids, and crystal meth, it's part of our daily life now. We can't go anywhere without it smacking us in the face. So not having a required class, not giving kids and teenagers, and even maybe younger than teenagers, facts about it, not giving them emotional whining, don't do it because it's bad for you. Who cares about that? Let's give them the facts. Let's show them some pictures. Let's say, okay, you have the choice. You can do it, and yes, it's going to be fun for a while, but guess what? In the end, it's not fun. In the end, it takes us down a dark and deadly path. And a lot of kids these days are seeing their parents going down that dark and deadly path. And since that's their role models, they think, well, let's go ahead and do that too. But if we give them a choice and we show them that even if your parents are doing it, you don't have to, and there's a way to live without it, let's give them that choice. Let's show them that that's a way. Thanks.